Well, hello there, YouTube. And look at Kylie. She almost looks like she's in the next field over there, doesn't she? Anyway, welcome to Monday the 30th of December. Man, oh man. It's the eve of New Year's Eve. 2 more days of 2019 and she's forever a memory. Like every year prior. Time just marches on, doesn't it? Well, anyway, let's start off with Monday. No, that's not good. That log truck out there on the off-ramp just pulled over, flipped his hood open. The old Monday morning blues. I don't ever think of it as blues. The mornings are always so fresh and new. It's a new day. Anyway, let's gas up the old monster here. Well, there, little woman.
Oh, man.
It's a Monday fun day.
Yeah.
Start of a new week.
Yeah.
Kind of broke up with New Year's, but
It'll be good.
yeah, it'll be good. As long as we don't get confused on what day it is.
Yep.
That'll happen, I'm sure.
Oh, of course.
All right, I'm off.
All right, you have a good day.
You do the same.
I love you, buddy.
Love you. See you. Bye. Well, you guys knew this was coming. This is what I left with on Friday. Man, that Kalamata is so good looking. Hey, did the 19s, did it say exclusive underneath the GS? Almost seems like I don't remember that. Maybe it did. It's got the stainless steel headers, so they'll turn that beautiful, beautiful gold color. That's so nice. Oh, you big tall son of a gun. Oh yeah. Nothing. I mean, what is it? You guys that ride the GSs and GSAs, what is it the moment you sit down and take off on one, even if you're on a long trip and you get off getting gas or something to eat or whatever, excuse me, sorry about that, and little tickles in your throat will get you, but you get back on it and you take off and it's just like this, just that perfect stance, the way you sit on them, the ergonomics of the bike, the pegs are kicked back a little bit, it just feels so good. It's like riding a naked sport bike. It has that kind of a feeling to it, you know, road riding, and then it's perfectly comfortable to stand up on, and just a magical motorcycle. Let's get into a more favorable mode here. So on yesterday's video, one of the comments that was towards the top when I look, because when I look, you know, when you're logged into your channel, you look, it's the newest comment first and it goes down. It's in the order of which they were placed, but towards the top at whatever time it was this morning, so I was going, you know, they were upset that Harley would charge to update the mapping software, not the Boom 6.5 GT Premium infotainment system. That's a separate update, but the mapping software, Harley's not charging for that. Somebody's going, that's bogus, you got to pay $200 for that. That's Harley's not charging you anything. That's the mapping software. These guys, you know, it's usually a 3 or 5 year deal. What I've always been used to is a 3 year, but I know the Honda Ridgeline is a 5 year, but that's normal. I mean, almost every BMW that comes in, when you turn the key on, it says software available, you know, when they're more than 3 years old, or the nav is more than 3 years old. How old is the nav? Because when did the nav 6 come out? That thing's got to be getting really close as well. But same thing, Garmin wants to charge you whatever their price is. for the update. And I think that, if I'm not mistaken, that resets it to another 3 years. So you get 3 years. So you're paying $200 up front and getting a yearly or however frequent they update the maps. But yeah, that's not Harley charging you. Now, when you're in that infotainment area of Harley's website, they link you to that. It's called Navi Extras. So to be honest with you, I'm not sure who is running the software on the Harleys. It could be Garmin, and it's just that way of linking to it, but I have no idea who the software is. It probably says somewhere when you're booting the thing up. I just haven't paid attention. But like I was explaining in the comment, the nice thing is now all the manufacturers, and Harley being one of them, allows you to, because I use Apple CarPlay in the truck. I never use the navigation to navigate anywhere, like I was explaining yesterday. But you can hook up to Apple CarPlay, and I think Android Auto. I'm not sure. Apple for sure. And now this year, I don't know about the other Indians, but I know the Challenger, you can run Apple CarPlay, and I think either Android is available or will soon be available. They always develop for Apple stuff first, because that's what majority of the people use. People that are spending lots of money on expensive premium toys generally have Apple. It's like, anyway, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, so that being said, I would use that on my, if I update the infotainment center to that new whatever the heck they call that thing, the GTS, whatever the new one is, 19 and newer. That would be really nice to have the Apple CarPlay on there. But I either mount my phone up there and use Waze if I'm in a lot of traffic, because Waze will help direct you if at all possible, and it'll alert you of a lot of things that are going on. You got a fast car, I'm gonna let you go. I ain't in no hurry. But yeah, I'll use Waze for that. Otherwise, for my directions, I always use Apple Maps, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. Now I can't put my finger on her voice, but it is so easy to understand what she's saying. They talked about it in like a keynote or something. I don't know what it is, but man, it is so pleasing. Kelly doesn't keep up with tech stuff, but I was using Apple CarPlay and using Apple Maps on the car, and Kelly's going, her voice is really pleasing. Is it always that way? Because she's used to the harsh sound of Waze, because that's what we usually use going back and forth to work, because I know where I live. I know where work's at. And so anyway, I go, yeah, I said I noticed that. It's very pleasing. Anyway, that's what I use for navigation, because like I say, this is like this perfect window. It's like exploring Google Maps. You can see what's around. When you're in navigation mode, it's focusing on navigation and not all the little frilly stuff off to the side. I mean, some of it's there, but it's greatly reduced. So I like to listen to maps off of my phone and watch the map on the bike. So the mapping software updating on that Harley doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. It's not like, a stream is gonna move, or a pond is gonna be there one day and not the next. What are you doing here? Do you realize you're turning towards me there, buddy? You ever notice people look to the left and they stare to the left, look to the right, they stare to the right? You ever see them? You see you're behind them and they turn their head to the right to look at something off the highway, and they turn the car. If you have that problem, here's a little trick for you. And this works every time. Because Kelly, she can only see out of her right eye, so she turns when she looks, when she's driving. Hold on to your steering wheel and reach up and touch your turn signal switch. Just touch it. Don't move it, just touch it. If you turn your head, if you turn the steering wheel one way or the other, you'll feel it in your hand. And if you're one of these people that drive with your right hand, you can do the same thing with your you know, whatever, your wipers, whatever all that stuff is on the right hand side. So yeah. Or if you got a modern car and you leave lane keep assist on all the time, just take your hands off the steering wheel and look. If you start to run into something, the car will stop. If you start to go off the road, it will steer itself. That's kind of creepy. These daggum self-driving automobiles. The magical GSA. It's absolutely my favorite color by a long shot. My only problem is keeping that sucker clean. They're like the triple blacks, man. It even sees dust out riding around in the summertime and they just go, they look dirty. Now that, my friends, is some moss buildup. I thought we'd, let's just leave her running. She won't roll. Hey, look at that. Right into neutral. I didn't go second first. You get used to them, though. If you're not used to riding BMWs, you'll fight. It is so smooth that you just click right past it. Gotta have the running lights on. God almighty, is that thing good looking. Man, that ain't even right. Look at them. Look at them exhaust turning colors. Just don't, when they're cold, they're in that, you know, richer mapping mode. Don't be blipping that throttle, because you'll overfuel them and you'll turn them blue. You'll do that with the chrome as well. Just let them do their thing. Don't do anything janky or weird on them until they get colored in. And that coloring will go all the way back into the cat area there. Beautiful. Man, I'm just in one of them moods. I just want to take off on this thing and be gone for a while. You guys ever see that stuff up close? You're talking about something that is slickery as heck. You come flying around a corner, especially, you know, less traveled back roads. Oh man, they'll get you in a heartbeat. You'll be really glad you're you're riding one of these with everything turned on. That's not the save all, because, you know, the old classic thing, all your safety controls go out the window when you're in the ice, but any little thing helps. Ooh, that Pronto guy just looked like he was going to turn in here with no turn signal, didn't he? He had all the earmarks of doing just that. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this thing. I don't know how much room we have upstairs. All right. I got some peeps to talk to, it looks like. All right. Thanks for coming along for a rip. Need to go find a pup for this thing. All righty. You wonderful, wonderful motorcycle. Heck yeah. All right. Well, there, old woman. Once again, hanging out over here on the Indian side.
Yep.
We're going to roll out and head home. How about that?
Sounds good.
So we need dog food and cat food, huh?
Yep.
The never-ending
I know.
dog food.
It never ends. Why do you have so many dogs?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Probably because we love them.
Yeah, but.
I know.
Alright, let's roll.
Sounds good.
I'm telling you, we should own stock in Walmarts, but in particular, the Woodland Walmarts. I wonder how much money we spend a year at Walmart's.
I do not want to have that.
It's got to be staggering. Watch yourself, woman. Never ends. I guess the dogs got to eat too. They sure love that bacon flavor. It's probably not the best thing for them, but they inhale it. They love it. We go back and forth. We get them the healthy stuff, and then they get all finicky. Sasha wasn't feeling good this morning and didn't eat, so kind of concerned with her. She never not eats. Homeward bound, Mama. Said homeward bound. Well, hello there, YouTube. Safely made it home. It's all dry out. There's no crazy people.
Yeah.
Nothing on the dash cam worth showing.
No, just driving.
Had one guy kind of cut us off. Well, he didn't really cut us off. He did a daring rush up behind the truck and change lanes. But I looked at it at work, and it's that typical GoPro kind of a thing where it looked like it was so far away.
But it wasn't. It was close.
Yeah, it was close, and made because the dash cam has that, you know, lane keep assist type of thing. It tells you when you're, you know, veering off and something's too close. It beeps, stop, stop, stop. And at one point the cars take away from us, and it says light turn green or something like that. It's so if you're an idiot and looking at your phone or distracted somehow and the light turns green and people pull away, it'll alert you that
hey,
you're a knucklehead, hit the gas. But anyway, other than that, it was a pretty peaceful day. It almost felt like it was Christmas Eve or something. There was this real lightness to work today.
Yeah, it was.
Seemed odd. Yeah, it was real mellow. Everybody's just in a happy mood. And
yeah, the stress is over, so everybody's happy.
yeah, yeah. But is that it?
That's it.
All right.
All right.
Roll out of here.
Well, thank you guys for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. We're just hours away from the last day of 2019.
I know it. That's crazy.
It's weird. Seems weird. Christmas and New Year's being on a Wednesday. That's just a weird day for it to be.
I know, it needs to be on weekends.
Yeah.
Or something. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah. That's cool. Breaks up the week.
Yes, it does.
All right.
All right.
See you in the morning.
You guys take care.
Thanks now. Bye-bye.